Today we're going to talk about coronavirus. So, coronavirus or 2019 NCOV is a new strain of virus that is now starting to attack humanity. Every country in the world is now suffering from coronavirus. With this virus has infected, I think, over 10 million people, and it is also deadly too. However, when this virus kills people, the people don't die because of the virus. They are dying of some symptom that they get after having the virus. So the virus is actually have a wall of fat like around it. This wall of fat is actually what's protecting the virus from the outsides and helping it to survive. If we destroy the cell wall, the fat wall, then the virus could not infect anything nor reproduce, and it will quickly die off. Luckily, destroying this fat wall isn't so hard. In fact, you can just do it by washing your hands with soap very nicely. Now let us see how coronavirus gets into our body and how it has caused all this death stuff. So the first way to get the virus into the body is when you catch it and then put your fingers on your eyes, nose or mouth, which is why the countries are saying not to do this. So don't. If you have the virus on your fingers, it will get in there. The virus then gets into your body and starts attacking the lungs. On the border of the lungs, there are thousands of cells called epithelial cells. They are all there waiting to be infected. First, when a virus finds a host, it makes its infected cell host copy its instructions, which is to copy and reproduce. Slowly, the virus reproduces inside the cell. Once there are thousands of viruses in the cell receives one last order from the virus: explode. As the cell explodes, it releases all the coronaviruses that have previously been inside of it. Then they start going into the other epithelial cells and do the same process. They continue this for the next 10 days. At first, in these 10 days, you won't feel much, but after this, the virus will release a very hard beast on you, your own immune system. As the immune system is making its way to the battlefield, the virus infects some of them and makes them send messages very rapidly. As more and more immune system cells start get into the battlefield, they do more damage and waste the body's resources to kill the coronavirus. After the virus has worn off, if you still are surviving, you must make sure that you will not catch another pathogen, because after the virus has been gone, if you come in contact with just one of another bacteria, then you're in huge trouble. After the apocalypse, the immune system is greatly weakened and needs months or sometimes even years to recover. In this time period, if another pathogen strikes, then it will basically go all over your body. Your immune system could not stop it, and then there's a really high chance, which is almost certain, that you will die. Most symptoms caused by coronavirus are not that bad and quite mild, like fever and coughing, etc. However, some others are more bad, leading to pneumonia so bad that the patient's respiration slows down or even fails sometimes. At this time period, if you don't get into the hospital with ventilators, then you'll die. So, and there are two types of outbreaks. One is the fast outbreak. In this fast outbreak, the multiple people, more than one people, very rapidly get infected and very fast. At this point, the infection goes so fast that nearly the total population is infected. At this time, all the hospitals are overwhelmed with patients. There have to be terrible decisions on who gets to get treatment and who's don't. There are simply too many patients. And as more and more doctors get infected themselves, they even get in the number of people that the hospitals can handle drops even lower. At the end of the pandemic, very few get cured and almost all of them die, which is really bad. In a slow pandemic, however, everyone is in time to get treatment. Almost nobody dies and it ends okay-ish. However, could we cure the virus? Now, I've been thinking a lot, and I have thought of something that might work. So, if you take an immune cell and combine it with a cancer cell, then you get a type of cell which is same as the immune cell as before, except that it has the immortality of the cancer cell. This cell might be immune to viruses and could be used to kill the virus and help the body. The only exception to this is that the new cell might reproduce very fast, leading to cancer. However, if that doesn't happen, we must make and if the tests on it show that this will work to cure coronavirus and do no damage to the body, or at least very little damage, then we must make an injection out of this cell and get it out on the world, making it as cheap as possible. That's the end.